Happy Sunday. Excuse me. All right, so a quick message. I just wanted to get on here real quick and, like I said, get some quick messages out here. How are you guys doing on this Sunday? Our air quality is getting better just a little bit. I was able to mow the lawn last night and didn't have to wear a mask because like the first couple of days, like I just wore a mask because it was just ridiculous. You know, my heart goes out to everybody who was affected. Everybody. I saw a video of Cedar Point's air quality, and I just feel for all of those people who were, you know, on the roller coasters, and it was just, the air quality was just horrific. Okay. That was a squirrel moment. But I just felt like I just needed to say that. So if you were affected in any way, shape, or form, sending out much love to you. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get started. Wow. All right. We have intuition. We have blessing. So somebody out there is very much intuitive. We have resilience, and we have confidence. At the bottom of the deck, we have compassion. So somebody out there, like I said, is very, very, very much intuitive. You know, I think of the intuitive zodiac signs like the Pisces and the Cancer and the Scorpio, and, you know, but you can be really any sign and be intuitive, okay? But you know that your intuition is basically telling you, like, hey, I have some blessings coming on. Like, I have some blessings coming towards me. And you have built up a resiliency towards knowing that you have these blessings coming. Whether you have meditated on it, whether you have already kind of like called it into your life, you just knew it was coming, but you know it's coming. And you're resilient against anything that's the opposite of what you want. You definitely have the confidence here, whomever you are, because in my opinion, when a person is very much intuitive, like they know, like they have this deeper knowing. And by having that deeper knowing, that confidence kind of like grows with that deeper knowing. This compassion at the bottom of the deck, just have that inner love, knowing that, hey, even if it doesn't come when I want it to come, like just be understanding. I was gonna say something else, but you know, have grace for yourself, knowing that it's coming and you just don't know when. We don't always have to have the answers. We don't always have to, you know, the need to know of when it'll happen, because I like surprises. I don't know about anyone else, but so we have collaboration, and we have nurturing, and we have hope. And at the bottom of the deck, we have meditation. So, collaboration after understanding. To me, it's always collaborating with your higher self. To me, it's always collaborating with, you know, your spirit guides, your ancestors, higher beings, because really, truly, and honestly, those are the only beings that really know exactly what you want and how to help you get to it. We can talk to family and friends and all of the things, but if they are not on the same frequency as you, you're just going to be beating a dead horse when you're constantly explaining to them, like, this is what I want, that's what I want. And it sounds spiritual in nature. And they're looking at you like you're crazy because they're like, we don't believe in that, but you do, right? So with the collaboration, it's with your higher self always. And then we have nurture. Nurture your hope. Nurture, again, that compassion comes back. Nurture your compassion. Little mama, I am doing something. She always wants to play when I am in the middle of a reading. She's getting ready to get groomed. I guess I should have did it after I dropped her off to get groomed. Excuse me. Oh, I always wake up with just all of this congestion. I have had these issues since having COVID a couple of years ago. But as far as that collaboration, when I said like spirit guides, ancestors, higher beings, this guardian card came out. So if you have a grandmother, a grandfather, you know, someone who has transitioned, but you are very much close to them and they absolutely adored you and vice versa, you can also talk to them. They are a part of your spirit guides. They are a part of your ancestors. So this card came out that's confirmation that is who you should be confiding in when you need spiritual guidance. Okay. You can be an earth sign, or earth signs mean, golly, all of these cards came out. I got 3 cards. I'm going to take them. But I want to talk about the earth signs real quick. So earth signs are about, you know, money and time, energy, things like that. So the blessings that are coming in could definitely be money. Or, you know, it could just it could be some type of monetary gain. But again, this can be specifically for an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or you can have those in your big 3, or you can have them in like maybe your North Node, your Jupiter. Let me see what else. You can have them in like your, what is it? Your 2nd house, your 8th house, which is like all about money, things like that. Okay. So if this applies to you, take it how it resonates. So let's talk about these 3 cards that flew out. Mercury retrograde, which is what we're in right now. Okay. Challenges. Definitely going through some type of challenges, especially with Mercury retrograde. I mean, it's all about kind of like going backwards. And then you have distance. So you could be definitely having some challenges right now. This could be for someone in some type of relationship. Whether it's a friendship, you know, a love ship, partnership, whatever ship. You could be having issues right now. What I will say to that is, and then we got sexuality at the bottom of the deck. Oh, with goodness gracious. Okay. Sexuality, love spell, date night, narcissist, divorce. So that kind of like confirmed whatever this is. This is somebody who's in a relationship right now and you are going through the depths of hell with this individual. You could be possibly going through a divorce. You could be dealing with a narcissist. Doesn't mean y'all have to be married, but it could just be you guys are going through very, very, very tough times. Maybe even in the midst of a breakup. I do see date night here. Okay. And love spell. So although somebody can be going through a divorce, a situation, whatever, you do have these messages out here that you could be dating somebody who has you underneath a spell, but there's like the relationship was good until now, okay, because we are Mercury retrograde. So y'all could just be going through challenges right now because of Mercury retrograde. Doesn't mean that y'all are going to break up. Doesn't mean that, you know, you won't be together. You could just be having some very difficult times where you're distant from each other because of Mercury retrograde. So let me repeat that. You could be having issues because of Mercury retrograde. Once Mercury retrograde is over, I foresee you guys kind of like going back into like the positive side of things for our relationship. Now, for some, this can just be, hey, you are being shown exactly what it is that you need to be shown during this Mercury retrograde, meaning that person is not for you at all. Okay, so that's a message for some. So there's two messages in one. Excuse me. And there was commitment at the bottom of that deck as well, but I just didn't pull it. But again, that's just because some of you are in a committed relationship, and it's just troubled times, and it happens, right? All right, I'm gonna do some tarot real quick, and then I'm going to call it. I shuffle a deck off camera because it's just easier for me to, but you guys can hear the shuffling. And third is a charm. All right, so let's get your energy. Remember, this is a collective reading, so it may not resonate with all, but it may resonate with some. I thank you for being here, sticking around, watching my videos. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate that. I'm trying to grow, excuse me, pardon me. I'm trying to grow my page so that I can continue to grow my business, Holistically Yours LLC, based out in Taylor, Michigan. All right. Wow. So, overall energy. You're waiting for something to come in. Like, you're literally waiting for ships to come in. Those ships can be anything from money to a new job to some type of new situation. So, you know what it is that you're waiting to come in, whoever this is for. What's crossing that is some type of big change. You're waiting for this because it's going to bring you change. And it's coming in rather quickly. And it could be coming from a big change after some type of big communication. Okay? So, you have the Ten of Swords. And you have the Nine of Pentacles. I'm going to pull 2 more cards, because the Ten of Swords is being crossed by the Nine of Pentacles. You have the Four of Wands, which you started out with a 3. And then what's crossing that is the Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Okay. Bottom of the deck is 3 of Cups. So regardless of the fact, you'll be celebrating something when it comes to whatever this is that you're waiting to come in. So with this Ten of Swords, it's always about endings. It's always about, you know, some type of painful ending that we, you know, didn't expect. But in this case, what I'm getting from Spirit is you're waiting for something to come in because you're actually waiting for something to end. You're waiting for something that's going to painfully end. It may not be for you. It may be like for somebody else. So let's say you're like, hey, I don't want to work here anymore. I quit. That's going to be a painful ending for your job because they're losing a person, right? But for you, by this ending, it's bringing you monetary contentment. It's bringing you earthly contentment. It's bringing you, you know, these 9 pentacles, which is almost to 10, which the 10s are, you know, about the completion. Well, this is your wish fulfillment. You're allowing something to end so that your wish fulfillment and money can begin. Amber Bear, I'm almost done, baby. Can you just wait, please? So, I mean, that's a good thing. Waiting for something to end that's painful to begin something like that'll bring you the again, the monetary fulfillment that you actually want. So that is okay. It's okay to end something to begin something better. Now, as far as this Four of Wands, we have 1111, so you're on the right track. We also have that is a celebration card as well. Okay, and then you did have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So again, that's confirmation that you'll be celebrating something soon. So we have the Five of Swords and we have the Ace of Swords. Well, you go from having like a mental anguish to having clarity. So maybe somebody is just like really stuck between leaving a job for a better one or leaving a situation of a job to start something better, whether that's like a business or a side gig or whatever. It's like you're thinking to yourself like, man, like if I do this, and you're in your head about it. That's where this Five of Swords is coming in. Like you're in your head about it. But the Five of Swords also means peace. So you can look at it two ways. You can look at it as, man, like your mind is like messing with you and telling you like, hey, don't do this. It's not going to work out for you. It's like you're trying to talk yourself down. It's, and it's like, don't do that, because the truth of the matter is, because that's what the Ace of Swords represent. The truth of the matter is you'll be better off with this Four of Wands. You're on the right track. 1111. You're on the right track. You'll be celebrating something. You're on the right track. You'll be more so you'll be better off. But you just have all of these different, like the swords are mental. They're always mental. You have the Ten of Swords here. You have the Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords. You could be a Libra, you could be a Gemini, you could be an Aquarius. Okay. So if you are those signs, this is definitely for you. But get out of your head. Like I said, you'll be celebrating what you need to celebrate. Like, think of it like this. You already know what you're wanting with this Three of Wands. You already know what you're looking for. But of course, you have to go through different obstacles in order to get there. It's not going to be smooth sailing. All right, y'all. I hope this message made sense to whomever it's for. Thank you for spending this time with me. And oh, goodness gracious. I'll catch you guys on the next one, all right? Peace and namaste. Bye.